I think the Hewlett Foundation forms part of the essential bedrock of American philanthropy in the stability it represents to the field, always responsive to deep currents in society, in my view, but not flapping in the wind with the latest trends or fads. Among my most meaningful experiences with the Hewlett family has been my travel overseas. I'm absolutely certain that when the next generation takes its place on the board, you'll see both continuity and new thinking.
My grandfather didn't want any children named after him, but my grandmother had a different idea. So she actually refused to go to the hospital unless my grandfather named his fourth child after him. That's how my father became Bill and I became Billy. My feeling that I have to carry on this thing that he built, that's something that I bring. I think what's really changed me is I went to Tanzania and Uganda. We recently went on a trip with the Flora Family Foundation to Fiji. We took our kids with us. I really hope that they are involved in philanthropy in some way. I think of the Hewlett Foundation as working on problems 50 years out. They're not looking at what's going to help right now. They're looking at how can we have a long-lasting impact.
I think the Hewlett Foundation tackles problems that are big and important for the world that can't change overnight. My start coincided with the launch of an initiative called the Quality Education in Developing Countries Initiative. One of the things that was most meaningful about my experience at Hewlett and that really drove my learning and professional growth was just being surrounded by such an incredibly thoughtful group of individuals who had big goals but pursued them smartly and with a willingness to always share what they were learning. It's been incredibly gratifying to see over the long run just how much what we were doing has actually shifted where things are today.
There's me over here on the left, and there's my grandpa. And he's showing us a kite that he's built. He really enjoyed being outdoors, so I spent time outdoors with him. I could see him today being just as invested as we are in fighting climate change, even though it would be harder for somebody of his generation to come to grasp with that problem. For the Hewlett Foundation, there's the pragmatism of let's find solutions, let's work with who's involved, and let's fix the problem and not worry if we're doing it this way or that way. And also the grounding in the intellectual discipline to understand what's being told to you so you don't fool yourself. We really don't know what's going to happen in the next 50 years, but I'm really confident. The value that pervades our family and the foundation is that there's potential in all of us and that given the right resources, we can do better and that we can thrive. If my grandfather and grandmother could see the foundation today, I think they would be very happy.